So welcome to another interesting video. From this video onwards, we are going to bring in new series of tutorials. So this is our tutorial 1. We are going to work on creating models based on real industry problems and analyzing those. So this is our first video, which is named as tutorial 1, and whatever you are seeing on your screen is the problem statement for that tutorial. So we are going to consider some of the companies and their issues, and we are going to model them, and we are going to analyze them in our tutorial videos coming henceforth from this video. So this is our first video on tutorial 1. So the problem statement begins with the company ABC creates a part named AN54. The production capacity of the line is 192 parts per day. Part is formed by 4 components B1, B2, B3, B4. Components B1 comes from the machining station in a trolley containing 10 pieces. Cycle time for stations is 3 minutes. The components B3 is supplied from the warehouse by using forklift to assembly cell with load time of 1 minute and unload time of 1 minute, while B2 is always available component. Now the component B1 and B2 are assembled to form component B4, where the cycle time for that is 5 minutes, and component B3 and B4 are assembled with a cycle time of 4 minutes to form part AN54. Then, what are the tasks we are going to do in this tutorial? So we are going to create a model for the scenario which is stated in the problem statement. We are going to find out the solution and recommendations if the demand is not possible to achieve. So the demand is 192 parts per day. And we are going to create dashboards for station utilizations and throughput per day. So what are learnings? So basically why we have bought this series or the video series is that we will be learning the cases, so we are going to learn the entities in the discrete event simulation with the help of real life problem statements, so that whichever exercises we would have missed in, we will also cover them with the help of tutorials. So we are going to learn how we are going to create a modeling steps, then dashboard creation, then analysis we are going to do, forklift modeling we are going to learn, combiners and separators we are going to bring in the picture. So this is all about task to do, learnings and problem statement. Now let's dive into Flexsim model background and start modeling the problem statement. We are going to begin in modeling in the Flexsim model background now. So let's bring in our first source. So we are going to name this as component B1. So in the problem set it was mentioned that B1 comes from the machining station. So we are going to add a machining station here. We are going to name it as machining station. And what we are going to do is we are going to give a cycle time of 3 minutes, which was told. So 3 minutes. And then further we are going to transfer it to the trolley preparation. So we are going to add a combiner here, and we are going to bring in, so we are going to assign inter-arrival time to the trolley, and trolleys are always available, we are considering that. So the port 2 for us is the source. So I'm going to name this as trolley. And what we are going to do this is trolley formation 0. We are directly going to fill the parts into the trolley of the combiner. So we are going to make here as trolley formation. So trolley formation is done. Once the trolley formation is done, we are going to transfer that to the queue, which is going to be named as com B1. So we are having trolleys coming in B1. So the capacity for it we are going to set up as 10 pieces, because every 10 pieces are going to form a trolley for a parts coming from machining station. So we have assigned cycle time of 3 minutes, trolley 0, componenting 10, and then we have a part component B1 at this buffer. Then what is been told is we are having another area where the part B3 is supplied from the warehouse. So we are going to connect the source to the warehouse, and from this warehouse we are going to have one of the buffer, and we are going to assign a forklift there. So a forklift we are going to assign it, and this forklift is going to be center connected to our Q1. We are going to use it as transport. We are going to make the capacity as 1. Here also we are going to make a trolley capacity 1, and we are going to assign 60 seconds of the load and unload time. That is 1 minute of load, 1 minute of unload time. So this is assigned to our forklift. We have B3 coming from the racks. Inter-arrival time I will just place this to 1 second. No issues at all. And now what we are going to do is we are going to combine B1 and B2 parts. So combining B1 and B2, I'm going to create another source for my part of B2 as it is always available. I'm going to make it as 1, and we are going to transfer it to the combiner. But now the output of the trolley from B1 is going to be in terms of trolley, so I need to have a separator which will be splitting, like we will be transferring the parts from trolley to the combiner. So that's the reason we need this. So what we are going to do is we are going to send containers to port 1 and contents to port 2. So container to port 1, contents to port 2. Now what we are having, we are taking one part from B1, we are taking one part from B2, and we are having this another assembly station. So I just assemble 1. This is our assembly station 1. This is our machining station. And now we are having a part which is out. And what is that? So we have seen in the problem statement that components B1 and B2 are assembled basically to form the part B4. So what we are going to do now, we have this B4. So now